What is up, dudes? Welcome to my Smooth On Foam 8 casting tutorial. This is a casting of Pete the Pumpkin made of foam, so he's super lightweight. You are going to need the following: gloves, because this stuff can get pretty toxic. Your Foam It 8 trial kit. I got about 10-12 castings out of this. Very good stuff. You're also going to need this specific mold release, Ease Release 2831. No other one will do. You are going to need a cup you don't care about because it's going to make a huge mess. You're going to need a stick that you don't care about, a mixing stick. You are going to need maybe a scale that you care about because I have abused this thing, so get a better scale. Also, I forgot to video a heat gun. I cannot stress this enough. You need a heat gun to make this work. So this is my mold. That is a back pressure board. The mold is made out of Mold Max 30. It's a very rigid, solid mold. So it works very well for this. You're going to need your measurements beforehand. Very important. 76A and 38B. You're trying to get a thermogenic reaction here and it needs to be specific. Okay. So besides the backboard, you're going to need rubber bands to hold the backboard on there so the back pressure doesn't pop the board up. Okay, this is orange orange dye that I got from Smooth On. Anyway, let's go. Okay, putting the gloves on. Once again, protect your hands. Very important here. I'm going to pour out the yellow until I have the right amount, which is 76. You can see I poured too much, so I put some back in there. Here's the mold release part. I cannot stress enough, you need to cover every single part of there, and there could be no buildup or pooling of the mold release. The heat gun helps warm it up because the foam thrives in a warm environment. We're mixing in part B in the same cup that I did part A in. You have to be very gentle with that. Go gram by gram. You have about 25 seconds to mix this stuff before it starts to foam. You can see I got a nice bright orange there, and then I hit it with the heat gun to make the environment even warmer here. All right, we put our back pressure plate on and we cover that with mold release as well so it doesn't stick to that. And we're gonna put the rubber bands on there to provide a lock-in for the pressure plate and hit that with mold release so the foam doesn't mess up my rubber bands because I would like to reuse those rubber bands one day. All right, as you can see, we wait and we start to get some mushrooming here with the mold. And once I'm past the required time that I'm allowed to cast, I'll pop the mold. And it's really difficult to get it out of here. You can see I actually cut this, but I really struggle getting this mold out of here. It's really locked in tight, but that's good. That means you got a good casting. So struggling, and finally, it's a boy. It's a Pete. Congratulations. So you can see he's clean. There's some flashing. I'll get a Dremel and I'll hit it with the flashing. The cool thing is this is self-skinning, so it's ready for a primer and ready for a paint job. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Later.